His visions are enhanced, some believe, by the use of narcotic substances, including sulfur stones.
He would then take a laurel branch in his hand. He would sit on the brass tripod and meditate in the fumes that he would have boiling up from his pot.
In this state, Nostradamus receives visions that he translates into quatrains, a cryptic style of non-rhyming poem. Written in archaic French, hundreds of scholars have tried to decipher their meaning. But one man believes that Nostradamus used a hidden mathematical code to deliver his message, and that he has finally cracked it.
I am the messenger of his prophetic quatrains for the future and the past. Every word that he said and whatever he wrote, that's what he intended for the world to see.
Benoit, a retired Belgian engineer now living in Las Vegas, brings his own unique approach to these centuries-old writings.
I was interested in the future. Initially, I was skeptic of Nostradamus. My background in electromechanical got me to be more scientific, where for me, I need to have a hard proof.
In 2003, D'Entremont set about devising a system to interpret Nostradamus using a complex set of mathematical codes.
And I started decoding, converting every quatrain in numbers. And by doing so, since I'm not a history buff, I did find out years, and I didn't know what happened there until I went into the history books and then find out that that's exactly the event that he's talking about.
D'Entremont scrutinizes one quatrain after another.
Quatrain 828, that talks about the hyperinflation and the Great Depression in Germany. Quatrain 2.6, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the atomic bomb. Quatrain number 35, King Henry II of France.
D'Entremont claims his codes demonstrate that the prophecies are even more accurate than previously thought.
And then I said, wow, I was very surprised.
But not nearly as surprised as when he discovers a quatrain that suggests D'Entremont himself might have a special role to play. For 500 years more, one will keep count of him, who is the ornament of his time. Then suddenly great light will he give, he who for this century will render them very satisfied.
Nostradamus did emphasize in one of his prophecies that 500 years later, people will be able to recognize and see the reality of his prophecy and make sense of it. He was born in 1503, so 1503 plus 500 years, 2003. I just happened to discover this code in 2003.
Whether he is the chosen one or not, D'Entremont is convinced of the accuracy of his code, and he has some dark news for humankind's future.
There is a financial collapse that is announced by Nostradamus, and that is for 2018, 2019, where the well-to-do suddenly will have no more.
When war and tyranny resonate around the world, societal structures as we know them will crumble.
One of the things that Nostradamus emphasized a lot is the Christian church being demolished totally. So no more nuns, no more priests. There'll be massive persecution of Christians and all religions.
Culminating, he claims, in full-scale global warfare.
There is signs that are leading us right now to believe that World War III is at an embryo stage due to economics, which is the leading of all wars.
D'Entremont believes his role is to warn the rest of the world of the coming cataclysms.
The past has shown that they happen. I don't see why the future will be different. So those things are to happen is a fact. And I'm just a messenger.
He's carrying a message the world might be foolish to ignore.
The man himself was a gift to us to give us that pre-warning of what was to come to pass.
Everything is programmed. We can see how it's going to unfold.